can always be thinner, look better.
And so what do you think about people who train in that fashion and they use motor unit recruitment to try and justify that kind of training?
In terms of the motor unit recruitment, most people just have no idea what they're talking about. Right now, it's really popular to use a cuff for tricep extensions, which is like, okay, cool, you take the wrist out of it. So the argument is like, okay, if the wrist isn't involved, there's fewer muscles involved, therefore I should be able to get more recruitment out of my triceps. There's two things to consider though. One is, was the wrist involvement actually ever a limiter in the motor recruitment? The more complex exercise, as you do it, you get better at recruiting that tissue. It's just that when things are novel and we don't have a good motor pattern for it yet, yeah, if we simplify that, you're gonna see a big difference. As you actually train something, you get better at recruiting the muscles and the overall motor pattern, period. The other thing is that people don't consider what happens when you move something, because you could be saying, hey, I've eliminated the wrist, but by moving it here, what I've actually done, because now I have to use more load, is I've increased the amount of work that I have to do to stabilize the arm and the trunk and manage it this way. So the further in I bring that cable, the more load I have to put on the stack. And what that ends up doing is it actually ends up driving my shoulder up. So you look at some of the people that are doing this and you'll see they have a really hard time keeping their arm down and controlling their body position. And so what they've done is they've been like, okay, well, I've eliminated this, but I've added this. Unless they have, some means of really testing that, do we really know that they've actually resulted in a net better motor recruitment? Or have we just exchanged, one limitation of the exercise for another limitation? And the first thing may not have been a limitation to begin with. We just are just like changing which way an exercise is complicated.
But it's optimal and science-based.
Yeah, as long as you don't believe in the definitions of those words at all.